die, somebody else was born, but at least we got to say we ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money. We ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on some money, we ran on some digit, we ran on some money. I'm leaning like I'm on the fifth for the Hennies. I talk lots of shit like my bitches are dangerous. They didn't know me once, so I left from with wishes. You know it's a drop when you drain and can't flip it. I'm living big, I swear to God, on Luke ain't kicking. Money, turn it up, mama, gon' snap her some dope, her hair gray like a grandma. You know my ice blinking like Dolce, like a panda. Roll it, hold it, I couldn't control, shout it like a channel. My racks are squeaking on that part and I hop in that Rari, I crank all like water. Horses don't stop, they keep going. Yeah. You can lose your life, but it gon' keep going. Why not risk life when it's gon' keep going? When you die, somebody else was born, but at least we got to say we ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money, we ran on the digit, we ran on the money. We ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on some money, we ran on some digit, we ran on some money. I'ma move me some dough like confusion. I'ma go in that bitch with a ruler. I'ma toast me a nigga like Schroeder's. I'ma keep a red flag cause I'm Boola. I know some roller spaces I could do it. Yeah, I'm screaming on my car like cool. When I snort it, I feel like I was aborted. If I ever ordained it, baby, better drop was bored. I been getting money before the music for Pandora. I just do this shit when I get bored. Nigga, horses don't stop, they keep going. Yeah, you can lose your life, but it gon' keep going. Why not risk life when it's gon' keep going? When you die, somebody else was born, but at least we got to say we ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money. We ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on some money, we ran on some digit, we ran on some money. We got London on the track.
Today, we're going to talk about the biggest MLB All Star Game snub of this generation, late night PLL winners, and let's cash another squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Well, Jovan, the Orioles have now lost 7 games in a row. What a fucking joke. 15-31, more than 15 games under 500. You just got swept by the Nats. I haven't seen the Nats sweep a team, let alone the Orioles, I don't think in my lifetime. I'm all for reading a good book in the off season when your fucking feet are in the sands and you don't have a baseball game to worry about. Mid-season when you got a 6 ERA, fucking lock in, buddy. Put the books down. Grab a baseball. Hit the fucking treadmill, Trevor.
Which the Cubs are a team where if you give them like a single-pronged approach, simple approach with the plate, they can only key in on one pitch, which with Mick Abel is exactly what you have to do. They have been demolishing those pitchers every single time they see it. They ain't stopping now. I'm buying in. We're seeing a shootout.
320 feet. I could hit a ball that far. I mean, when do we normalize celebrating pop-ups? Aaron Judge, typical me guy move. Hitting a nuke there instead of just putting the ball in play. And look, he didn't make the dimensions of the park, but he decided to play in them, and that shit pisses me off.
I got too much to live, no time to forget. New chrome, yeah, I got this shit on my head. You grown, shit, no, I don't got time for this. Alone, you just...
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Friday, episode 722 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. How many times do I got to scream it from the mountaintops, folks? Download Bookit Sports, use Bookit Sports. It's free to use, cannot be easier to use. And if you're betting on sports every day, you need to use Bookit Sports, not just for the bet tracking, but for the other 100 features on the app. Go check out Bookit Sports, WPickit. I use it every single day. Every day. Go check it out. Jovan,
Okay.
Want to give you your flowers, my man. Happy Friday. How we doing? Thank you for saving the squad ride yesterday. Thank God it wasn't the Giants' first 5.
Dude, the Giants, the worst part was they were edging, dude. They had a crazy comeback to tie it, and then they just got mucked. I forget who it was. I think it was Bivens. Got mucked on the top of the 5th. Yeah, just unbelievable edging. Yep. Shout out the Mets. They got job done.
Thank you for carrying. Chat, great pick yesterday. Great fucking pick. Chat, stay dialed. I don't care whose pick you pick as long as it wins. As long as it wins. That's all that matters. Okay, thank you. Great fucking pick. Keep me in check. It was never the Giants' first 5 last night. it was always Juan Soto in the Mets. Great call, Jovan.
That
Good
does
shit.
mean, though, however, it's one of your rare first 5 losses. So in the next
I
one,
know. It's been a
next
while.
one might have to get some consideration.
Okay. All right. Good point. Good point. I got the YouTube chat up and moving. I see Leo. What's up, Beast? I got Tanner Lindsay as well.
Shout out Austin Warren, dude. Shout out the whole pen.
Yeah.
I almost moved on the second Griffin Canning pulled a Halliburton.
Prayers up for Griffin Canning. Jesus, man. His Achilles exploded on the mound.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Unreal.
Oh, that's sad. I don't care if you're on the Yankees. I don't care if you're on the Mets. Don't care if you're a rival to the Nats. That is quail shit. And that shit breaks my heart, man. You know how hard these guys fucking work? And not even to have an injury like while you're making a play, or not even a fluky injury where you're getting a fucking ball hit off your arm or leg or some shit. He literally just moved to his right and his Achilles popped. Exploded. Exploded.
That sucked.
Oh, terrible, man. And they still found a way to win. That's how you know you have a fucking winner, Jovan. In your
a lot of heart. A lot of heart.
Yeah. A ton of heart.
Braves going to Shugs.
I mean, the Braves are a joke.
Bad.
The Braves are a joke. That's a combo that needs to be had. Although they're probably winning today at minus 180.
Yeah, maybe
especially with us chirping them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if we chirp them or like just let them be and maybe chirp them twice if they don't do shit today. But we'll be here today.
Okay. We got Matt Lack coming in resubbing. He's here. He's ready. He's busting up the chat with a resub. 36 months. Let's go, Matt. Attaboy. All right, let's take a peep at the Sharp report for yesterday because I'm starting to get mad already thinking about the steamed crabs. I want to get it over with so I can relax. Big Cheesy coming in, dropping a resub while we go over the Sharp report. Jovan, 4-1. Talk your talk, my man. Great fucking day. You've had 2 great days in a row. Good shit, dude.
Super rare. Good Thursday for me. Shout out to CFL. They're goated out there.
Dude.
Literally got prime Baylor. That was one of my best decisions in weeks, not just because of the bet, but because that game was actually just unbelievably electric. And there was not shit else going on other than Braves Bagels last night.
The CFL over was cinemas, like Big Rob is saying in the chat. Could not have said it any better myself. Cinemas.
Let's
plural.
Go.
Let's fucking go, Big Rob. Let's go, Jovan. What a game. What a sport. Hilarious. Nobody ever yells at each other. No coaches are ever yapping. They're just too nice up there in Canada. They just go out there and do their job. They play their game. They got a field goal post in the middle of the field. They got a 20-yard end zone. We got guys hitting fucking balls off their face mask, running. I was like, how long is the end zone? The guy's running to the back right corner, Jovan. I didn't know the end zone was 20 yards long.
Accidental pass interference calls.
The field itself is like 110 yards. There's a 55-yard marker in the middle. The first time I saw that, I was like, am I seeing shit? 55-yard mark. What sport is this? They play 3 downs instead of 4? What a cool sport. I've been learning about it. W. Jovan.
I mean,
great play, dude.
The accidental PI call is crazy. They have a different penalty other than PI. It's just 10 yards. Accidental.
Yep. Hey, we take those.
Yep.
It's basically like saying like respectfully before you trip someone. It's like, sorry, brother, that was accidental. You're good. Just 10 yards.
Canadian way.
Just 10.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm gonna become an
Big
Elks
cheesy,
fan.
bro.
They're nuck.
You have a new fandom up there, huh?
Yeah, I mean they're bad. I might just take every over. So when you have like a bad defense and there's only 3 downs, it's an unbelievable game to watch. It's hilarious.
We got Madul lurking in the chat. He says, would chat want a CFL play for today? Madul, bro. It's a bear shit in the woods? Yes. I want a CFL play today, Madul. Get in the lab.
Better game today. Or pretty good game today, if I'm not mistaken.
In the lab. Toucan Sam, I don't know if I can run it tonight. Potentially, next weekend, or we'll get something going here soon for another PLL weekend stream. I owe you guys at least 1 more of those, maybe 2 this season. Those are pretty fun. I know you guys like those. Okay. We got a hype train moving and grooving. We got Sean Padula getting signed to the perfect team to go to be honest with you. The worst team in the league, the Trailblazers. One of the worst. That's huge.
He might actually get some burn if he gets the
He's got a chance. No Simons. They need more guards. Padula plays well in the summer league. Who knows what happens? Guy's a winner. Good for him. Let's go, Sean Padula. Hell yeah. All right. Jovan, I can't keep it in anymore, man. I got to let this out.
Let it out.
My own
You
well-being.
deserve to.
Goots, do me a favor, man. Run that shit. I'm trying to bitch. Sade Whiteman, 5 subbies. Thank you, Sade. Not the time, but Sade, you're fucking him. You can drop subbies any day of the week, any time of the week. But I'm about to get pissed. I am infuriated. I am livid. I need to talk through this for my own mental health, my own well-being. I can't figure out how in the world James Wood, the best left fielder in baseball, gets snubbed from the All Star Game. What more does he have to do? You have to hit fucking 400 like Ted Williams?
I guess so.
What more does he have to do? He carries the Nats. Anytime they need a hit, he gets a hit. He's top 15 clutchest player in the league. He's got the highest WAR of any left fielder in baseball. Do we not care about results? Do we not care about stats? Or does Major League Baseball just care about money? Do they just care about making the rich richer? Do they just care about the Dodgers and the Yankees? That's what it's starting to look like. Do you want the best product on the field? The MLB All Star Game is sacred. It's the only All Star Game in any sport that's actually fucking cool. Straight up. All the other ones stink. It's the only good one. And they're ruining it. Because they care more about getting all the Dodgers fans flying across the country, spending all their money in Atlanta in a couple weeks coming up here, than they do about putting the best product out there on the field. The MLB All Star Game used to mean something. Now it's a fucking joke. How do you leave the best left fielder in baseball, debatably one of the best players in baseball? Check the stats. How do you leave him off the fucking starting roster? It makes 0 sense to me. 0 sense. You got 2 Dodgers up there. You got Teoscar with a sub-1 WAR making it to the fucking All-Star Game. If that's not a joke, I don't know what is. And I'm not laughing. I'm pissed. I feel bad for James Wood. What more does he have to do? And I'm not going to waste your guys' time saying CJ Abrams got snubbed because he did. I'm not going to waste your time saying no chance Mackenzie Gore makes the All-Star Game because he's on the Nats, because he will. Shit, even Kyle Finnegan, looking at his stats, one of the better closers in baseball this year. Not going to waste your guys' time, not going to waste mine. Let's stick with what's important here, and let's stick with the biggest snub I've ever seen in All-Star Game history. James Wood not making the fucking All-Star Game. Number one, he's the coolest young player in baseball. He hits the ball 450 feet. I was at the game the other night. He hit a ball halfway up the foul pole on a half swing. The people don't want to see that. It's the most flawed system I've ever seen. It makes the rich richer. All the MLB cares about is filling their pockets up and getting all these fucking bozos in their Clayton Kershaw Dodgers jerseys that they bought once because they're not real fucking baseball fans to go across the country, take a vacation to Atlanta, and enjoy the All-Star Game festivities and spend their money. It's bullshit. The MLB All-Star Game used to mean something, folks. Now it doesn't mean shit. I've never seen a guy get snubbed this bad. Ever.
No, that's really
Ever.
bad. That's really bad snub.
Ever.
I can't remember.
What
whether
more
there's
does he
worse
have
one
to
either.
do, Jovan? Dude. Number one, statistically, he deserves it. He does. He is the best left fielder in baseball statistically. Number two, he's one of the most fun young players in baseball to watch. You want to grow the sport? You get 45,000 people watching James Wood for the first time this season because he's on the fucking shitty Nats and nobody watches him all year, and that's why he's not in the All-Star Game. You want to grow the game? You start James Wood, you play him the whole fucking All-Star Game. He hits a home run. He's one of the best young players, if not the best young player in the entire sport. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, and don't even get me started on the fan voting. Fan voting? What, do the fans own the team? Why are the fans voting?
Fan voting is nuts.
It's the dumbest thing.
All it is
You
just
want to make a good product?
it ends up being the Dodgers, the Yankees, and then whatever team has a somewhat big fan base that is hot that year. Like when the Royals got the whole team in. Or like the Cubs are going to get 1 million votes, and they do anytime they're somewhat decent. It's the same cycle.
I don't know about you, Jovan, but I want to see the best 9 players in baseball in the league out there on the field. That's what I want to see. That's why the MLB All Star Game was so fucking cool years ago. It mattered. People cared. It wasn't fucking rigged. It wasn't fan voting to get all the Dodgers and Yankees players in there. Fucking Teoscar Hernandez. Are you kidding me? Bless his heart. Had a great year last year. Not a bad ball player. But over James Wood? That is the definition of a joke. Sure, Pete Crow Armstrong, he's a fucking beast. Do I think he's a hair overrated? I do. Is he a really good young player, and should he be in the All-Star game? Yes. He's one of the coolest, newest, most exciting players in baseball. He grows the game. Check mark. I'm good with it. Kyle Tucker. He's a fucking beast. He deserves it too. Andy Pages. Great ball player. Better than James Wood? No. No. Are you kidding me? Soto, bless his heart. Put him in the All-Star game. Sure. But James Wood is running circles around him so far this season statistically. Is he better than Juan Soto? I don't know. Let's let the fucking people decide when they see him at the All-Star game. Acuna missed a ton of games due to injury. We know he's a top 5 player in baseball when he's healthy, but he missed half the season. And he deserves it more than James? Give me a fucking break. And Teoscar, I've already yapped about it. Give me a break, dudes.
Teoscar's
a 0.9 WAR. That shows you right here how bullshit the MLB All-Star Game has become. Teoscar Hernandez, a handout bid. If I was him, I would decline it. I'd call James up. I'd say, buddy, you deserve this shit. Like the scene in Rudy when all the players go in and give their jerseys on the table. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. God, Jovan. But the fans vote because the fans know what's good for the game, right? No, they're voting for their all 9 players on their team. Great. The Dodgers have the most fans. Awesome. All their fucking teams going. Is that what baseball wants? Is this what you want, Rob Manfred?
Of course it is.
This is not the right way to do it. You are ruining the only good All-Star game in all of sports. Ruining it. James Wood getting fucking snubbed. You're telling me he's not a top 6 outfielder right now in baseball? He might be 1. What a joke. Feel so bad for the kid. What more does he have to do?
Horrible.
Horrible. Horrible. Oh. Feels so bad, man. Kid works his ass off, keeps his head down, grinds. For nothing. For nothing. What a joke. The rich get richer. Guess this is what you want, Rob Manfred. Fucking cheating. Juice Baseball is up in New York, helping Aaron Judge break a record, and the entire Dodgers team making the All-Star game. Great. I love what the sport's become. What a fucking joke. What a joke.
Literally knock. You're gonna have to start making a movement on Twitter to fill out ballots, Krabs. That's what it's come to.
Bro. Yeah, man. I could round up every Nats fan on earth, Jovan, and we're not getting 1/10 of those votes. It doesn't matter. We don't have the bodies. We don't have the bodies.
Trust
it's
me.
Not possible.
I get it. Don't even get me started on the AL finalist. You know who doesn't have one?
Man.
You know who doesn't have one? Hottest team in ball right now. Shit's unbelievable.
And that's bullshit too, Jovan.
I know. Trust me, I know.
That's bullshit too, man. He's 6'7", 280. He's got the best stats out of any left fielder in the fucking sport. And he's sitting his ass on the couch right now, probably contemplating, did I do good enough? Probably thinking, am I that guy? James, I hope you're not having doubts, man. You are that guy, pal. It's a clown show they're running. It's all for the money. It's all for the clicks. And it's all for the Dodgers and the Yankees, and I'm fucking sick of it. Put a fucking Ray in the All-Star game. They don't have 0. They don't have 1.
Not a
they don't have one
finalist,
fucking guy.
We're going to have 1, but the fact that, no Aranda, no Brandon Lowe, no Junior.
Yeah, and every team has 1. I get it. But they don't have 1 starter. They're the hottest team in baseball right now. They're 11 games over 500. They don't have 1 fucking starter. It's a joke.
Shit's unbelievable.
I'm not just going to come up
Paul
here
Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt hitting 147 in June, but he's starting at first base, I bet.
I'm not just going to come up here and complain and bitch. I know what they should do. You take the best war from every position and you start them. And if you want to fan vote and clickbait and make your money and get all the fucking Dodgers fans from LA traveling in and spending all their coins for All Star Game weekend, you put those guys on the fucking bench where they belong. And you start the best 9 players in each league. That's what the people want to see. That's what's going to grow the sport. That's what these guys deserve. Do results not matter anymore? Clearly not.
Select. I don't know why we do starters, fan vote, and the coaches fill out the rest so you can get every team a rep. Do like whatever.
Let the fans play in the game, Jovan. Shit. Let them pitch.
Might as well.
Let them pitch. Oh. What a joke.
Yeah, is James going to do the Derby? Have you got any word on that?
He's not going to get invited.
He's definitely getting invited. It's a question of if he takes it or not.
Well, you have to be an all-star to get invited.
He's going to be an all-star.
Not right now. Bullshit.
You know he's an all-star.
Shouldn't have to wait. Shouldn't have to wait. Should be starting. Should be number 1.
Dude, what if we see
bad leadoff?
James and Jr. in the Derby?
If I was James, I'd fucking sit it out. I'd say, I'm not doing shit for you guys.
I agree.
I'd say, you know what? You're not giving me respect. I'm not doing it. I'm not your puppet. Fuck that. I wouldn't be going doing the home run derby, getting snubbed like this. I'd sit at home and relax, hang out with your family, chill out for a little bit, recover, rest. Get ready for the second half of the season. What a joke. Oh, man. The MLB All Star Game used to mean something, folks. Now look at it. If I wanted to watch the Dodgers versus the Yankees, I'd fucking put that game on TV when it's on, whenever they fucking play, because that shit's on TV. Prime time. I've seen it enough. It's quail shit. The Dodgers win every time. I already know the outcome. Oh.
Shit's moose.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Oh. I'm done. I'm done. You got anything else to add?
I don't know. It's just bad. We know this.
Shout out.
It's really, really bad.
Reinhardt. There you go. I got some.
Jack Holiday over Brandon Lau is a crime. Add that to the list of phrase. But yeah, the AL's bad. NL's bad. James Wood not being a finalist to start is an actual crime. Like,
look me in the eyes and tell me that's not the biggest snub you've seen in years.
It probably is. I can't remember any off the top of my head that was close.
God, the kid works his butt off for what? For what? And you think this is going to make him want to stay in DC on his next contract when shit like this happens? All it does is make the rich richer. Hurts the game. Me guy move from Manfred. Me guy move for the league. Trying to fill their pockets up. Fucking joke. Don't they have enough? Make the best product on the field. That's how you fucking grow the sport.
Knock.
Shout out Dave Martinez's burner coming in resubbing. Reel me back in here, Dave Martinez burner. By the way, this could be Dave Martinez here. Cannot confirm or deny. Krabs, he will use this as motivation and become the greatest man of all time just to sign with the Yankees in 2028.
Just walk it off, man.
Throw up.
Just walk it off.
I'm going to fucking yak. I'm sick. Sade Whiteman, your hand, 5 subbies. Terrible timing, but you're fucking goated. Never chirp you once. You're the fucking man, Sade. Let me know what you're on today, man. I'll tail it. Fuck it.
All right.
Goots, I want to talk about some winners for tonight. Fire up that goddamn sharp report. Let's stay hot. Let's talk winners. Let's get my mind off this horrendous league. Let's talk about a better league, the PLL. But first, let me go over the Mariners. Okay? Let me go over the Mariners. Love the Mariners on the ML today. Favorite play on the Diamonds. Logan Gilbert, lock him back in. He's not been great this season. He's been hurt, not been great of late. You look at that fucking chart on Prize Picks for his fantasy score. I got a feeling we're going to be talking about that here in a moment. All the signs are pointing towards a gem for Logan Gilbert and a Mariners win. Seeing the Mariners catch steam on the road. Great sign against the Rangers, a team that's gotten line respect for the last 2-3 years since they won the fucking chip. They still get line respect, but not tonight. And the Mariners are on the road? Weird. I want in. Favorite play on the diamond. Logan Gilbert to go out there and outdo Evaldi. Evaldi coming back from an injury. I don't like to make a habit out of fading this guy. Evaldi's great. Consistent, reliable. Not a guy you want to fade a ton, Jovan. You just don't. Because he'll make you look like an idiot. Yeah. But in his first start back from injury, on a limited pitch count, go look at his squares. He's not going to fucking shove. Probably not going to go up 3-4 runs, but it's only going to go 4 or 5 innings. Tops. And then we get the worst bullpen in baseball for the last, half of the game. Mariners ML, even if they don't score early, they got plenty of opportunities to score late. It's on them if they don't win this game. Give me the M's on the ML.
Sure. Can add on to it. So I'm right there
Please.
with you. And I think
the
interesting wrinkle, wow, speaking of the Mariners, guess who just got announced in the Derby? Cal fucking.
Wow, that's awesome.
Talking about it.
Fuck so, yeah. I'll clap
pencil
for that.
him in
that's cool.
Can't pencil him in for a whale tonight, but
that's cool.
Evaldi's coming off the injury, he hasn't pitched in almost a month, and I don't know why they would do this, especially for a pitcher this old, because they say like he didn't need it, but he hasn't had a rehab start. He's only thrown bullpens, which is like really irregular, especially for like a veteran guy. So like I'm interested why they said it was because he just didn't really need it. I'm not buying that. They're really short on arms. I guess I can give them depth right now because they're increasingly getting injured. So I think they just kind of need the start at this point. I don't really like that for Evaldi. So I think the Mariners coming off of just a horrible last 2 games of the series, including yesterday where they got, I don't know, I think it was 10-1 final score, just got destroyed against the Twins after super weird game that took a while. I think Logan Gilbert's going to absolutely shove. Great matchup, but wouldn't be surprised if the shortened Evaldi outing plus whatever from the bullpen, which has actually been pretty good, so I'll give them the credit there, but they're going to be needed for a little bit longer today. I wouldn't be shocked if that doesn't go too well, which in the Ranger Stadium where no runs come and this game is still probably going to go under, probably means like 4 runs.
Could not agree more. Could not be more bought in. Chat, you guys taking notes? A rare consensus quake. These don't grow on trees.
They don't.
No. So in. Be Young likes the under. I don't hate it.
I like the under.
I don't hate the under. I like it. Right? I mean, Logan Gilbert is shoving. That's the main factor of this bet. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to talk about the cards a little bit here?
Yeah, you can talk about the cards. I'm down. Interesting game. Faded them yesterday. I guess not after the, but as part of the Cubs Cardinals. You knew that was going to somehow be a split type series, and what do you know? The Cubs tried to blow it at the end, but we came right back. But our old friend here in Cleveland today, some wind blowing out Krabs, and you know where it's going?
Where's that?
Right out to right field.
Sure.
Which is, you haven't seen wind tunnels in ages, but for Luis Ortiz, he's like a ground ball pitcher, so it's not exactly the biggest matchup that would hurt him the most. And he's been really, really good as of recent, but he's done a lot of that because he's kept the ball on the ground extremely well. The difference is, like his last start where he had probably his best start of the season was against the A's. Not only the A's just absolute moose meat right now, but they hit ground balls at one of the highest rates in the MLB. The Cardinals, as I've said plenty of times, they love to keep the ball in the air. I think right now they're still bottom 5 in terms of ground ball rate, so top 5 in fly ball rate. So like the teams that he's pitched against that are actually good offenses that do that, like the Tigers, he only went, I think, 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. Like it wasn't a horrible start, but it was much worse than he's done like as of recent because he's been Cy Young. I think this is not a good matchup for him at all. So especially if some of the lefties, I see we're getting Gorman, Donovan, Burleson mentions in chat. I think this is going to be a great matchup for all of those guys, especially if they're poking the ball out to right field, where I can't remember the last time you've seen the little wind tunnel system get active there. So now that we have that, I'm 100% in. Definitely want to back them off of a, I don't know, disappointing 2 games to close that series where they thought they had it in the bag against the Cubs, and that was super emotional. And now you get Sonny Gray on the bump with a chance on the road in Cleveland to get a stamp early. I'm in. I want to fade Luis Ortiz, and I've been somewhat like patiently waiting to do so, I think it's the time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he's coming off of a elite start for him, right?
Yeah,
Perfect
he's
time to
been
fade.
good. He's been good.
Perfect time to fade. Okay. I'm in. I'm not a big Sonny Gray guy, but Cardinals
Yeah.
minus 130 on the road after that legacy start from Ortiz. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm convinced. Okay. Sure. Let's swing it around here,
Yeah.
chat.
definitely. I don't know what Jose's status is, but if he ends up not playing, that's good news. I'd 100% be willing to buy.
Yeah, rare good news we buy into because he's their guy. He's like their only
Yeah.
guy. Okay.
It's just like if you only
He's heart and soul of the
that
team.
lineup post Jose is just so bad.
Yep.
You got like the rare Barry Schneeman appearance or some bullshit like that. But like as a pitcher, if
know.
you only have to get through Kwan and like Manzardo, it's such a difference.
I mean, respectfully, when he's out of there, they got no mojo.
Yeah,
It shows.
it does.
It shows. And more than just, the stat sheet. They don't have their confidence. They don't have their guy. They have no mojo. They're not winners. The only chance they got is with J-Ram. So, yeah, rare case. I would buy bad news. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Goots, he's swinging around for me, will you? Oh, he already did. Sure he can. Goots is fucking dialed today. Love to see it. Love to see it. So is the YouTube chat. We got Lucas R saying Holiday should be parking cars at Camden. Goots, any comments? Which parking lot? Lot A or lot B?
Okay. All
They're
right.
both in between. They're both in between
Lot
M&T
A and
Bank.
Lot B are the same thing. It's right next to each other.
Hey, he's getting the private lot where all the
Oh.
bird bath guys park. He can man that one.
Yeah. Does the bird bath guys? They get special parking? They get like a boat
Just
spot?
no
They
respect.
have to come up on their boats.
No respect from one of the greatest hitters in the game, Matt Holliday, and his son. Just zero respect. And his son might be a Nat, so calm the fuck down.
I hope not. He can't fucking hit.
Okay.
They're hiding his stats. Super sketchy.
Yeah, go get Kate Anderson.
If you can't find Matt Holliday's son's stats on the internet, there's probably a reason why.
Ethan Holiday is his name.
Okay. Talking about Matt's son. Is
Yeah,
what I
I know.
said. But
Ethan.
yeah,
Ethan.
I know. No wonder why you like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog meat, man.
He's high risk, high reward. We don't need to spend time on the fucking MLB draft. And by the way, the Nats have no clue who they're taking. Rizzo said they're still between 7 or 8 guys. Surely that goes well.
It's a pretty good
We're
draft
fucking
class.
week. We're a week out.
Yeah.
We're a
It's
week
like a-
out. You don't have that
July
list cut
3rd.
down to 4 or 5?
I think it's a good problem though. It's a good problem because I think it's.
I
it's
mean,
the
yeah, they got
fact
the
that,
number 1 overall pick. Like, figure it out.
Yeah, I think the question's probably, do we just want to take another left-handed starter? So our whole rotation
love
of the
him.
future is lefty.
They love him.
I'm gonna stop.
Why stop now?
I'm gonna stop going live on YouTube because of that guy. So sucks for you
Okay.
guys, Red Tube.
So funny. So funny. Looks like Max is catching up in the YouTube chat. Says just send the whole Yankees roster and Dodgers. But yeah, just watch the fucking World Series highlights from last year of Aaron Judge missing those pop-ups in center field, costing his team a World Series. I've already seen it. I don't need to fucking watch that again for the MLB All Star Game, man. I'm so done. Oh,
No.
sorry, man. I know we gotta move, but shit. Oh.
Yo, fucking.
All right. Over. 2 words, chat, over. Mikey Over. Okay? I don't know who's winning this game. I'm a little bit biased. I missed my Redwoods. After a bye week last week, I've been foaming at the mouth to watch this Redwoods team play. They've been impressive so far this season. I think we're going to find out how good they really are tonight. Coming off a bye week, it's on them if they lose because they're playing an Outlaws team, Jovan, that's coming off of 2 legacy wins. I mean, they're coming off of their best game in probably team history last week, legitimately. In that comeback win, they went on an 8-0 run against the Archers, Jovan, to close out that game and come back when they were down late in the 4th. Jared Bernhardt, former NFL player, he's starting to heat up. He had like 5 points in that game. Brendan O'Neal's a fucking beast. Logan Wisnauskas is a fucking beast. The Redwoods have their hands full. They do. And McNaney, the goalie, has been on his fucking head. The rookie, an absolute beast. The guy who just won a national championship for Maryland. He's been him in net since he fucking filled in week 2 or week 3. He's been the guy. Well, I think a veteran Ryder Garnsey and some of his young bucks on the Redwoods, some of these really good young players, could have a fucking field day against him and burn him and find some fucking balls in nets for the first time this season against McNaney. Okay? Give me points in this game. I think the goalies struggle. I think the Redwoods and their fresh legs shows offensively. I legitimately think the Redwoods have one of the best offensive players in the league And you're going to be surprised when I say it's not my guy, Ryder Garnsey. It's actually Dylan Malloy. Dylan Malloy, the guy who almost got kicked out of the league 2 years ago for choosing to go to a wedding instead of playing in week 1. He got blackballed. Now he's back. He can't fuck up again. He can't afford it. This guy has been an absolute menace on the field. And with him, he's a veteran. He's been around the block. I get worried about backing guys like that later on the season in a very physical league. It is. These guys get their asses kicked out there. But coming off a bye week, Jovan, my goodness. I like Malloy's chances to rip. I like Ryder's chances to rip. McAdory's going to go out there and have a day. The Redwoods are going to score. I don't know who's winning this game because both teams are going to put up goals. Give me the over. 23.5. Love points, love goals in the first PLL game of the weekend tonight on ESPN+. Be there, be square.
Man, always down to back some Redwoods offense, especially since they're goated. And they're favored. Saw that too. Not by much.
Yeah, Redwoods are like, they're never favorites very often. They're starting to get some respect around these parts.
Starting to. They look a little different this year.
Yeah, they're way better. Night and day. New coach, new offense. The GM they got, whose son is on Syracuse. I hope they draft him. He's going to be a fucking beast next year. The new GM, making all these trades, making all these moves, looking like a fucking genius right now. Looking great. Yeah. It's also homecoming weekends for the Redwoods. They've been out there all week practicing, relaxed, coming off a bye. Wouldn't be surprised if they win. But the reason why I'm not on the Redwoods in this game, the line says it's the Redwoods. But I think the Outlaws, their offense, legitimately might be the best in the league besides the Atlas. They might be number 2. I was so impressed last week. And the better Jared Bernhardt gets, the former NFL player, oh my God, the sky's the limit for that offense. McNaney's going to struggle in nets. The Redwoods goalie is nothing to write home about to Ma and Pa. Goals.
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 Okay?
Hey, you got goals and fading Mikey Overs here.
Yeah.
His squad.
Even he wants to fade his squad tonight.
Wow.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Good sell job on that over, but I actually like this play late night better. Better. Give me the Archers. Give me Ron Muck's Clams Archers. We got to back them at a principle. And we have to fade the Atlas at a principle coming off their Super Bowl. The Atlas dropped sack last week. Great fucking game. Best game I've seen from them in years. My goodness.
Little sack.
They dropped sack. We have to fade them. One of the best systems in the PLL is selling high after one good week, and that's what we have to do with the Atlas here. Got to sell high. Their defense is Swiss cheese, respectfully. Jeff Teet's Achilles is hurt. His left arm is banged up as well. The guy's beat up already, man. He just played a full season in the Indoor Lacrosse League, and now he's already banged up this year. It shows. And he had 8 goals last week. Now he's hurt again. He's got 2 injuries he's dealing with. Good fucking luck. I guarantee you the Archers go out there, who, by the way, have had the best defense in the league this year by far. They beat the crap out of him out there on the fields. I'm worried about him getting even more hurt, to be honest with you, if he even plays. Love the Archers. Like I said before, the Outlaws scored 8 goals in a row to close out that game last week and hand the Archers, who, by the way, are the defending champs, to hand them an L. This Archers team is good. They have not shown it yet this season. Their offense has been terrible. They need guys to step up. Sisselberger, our guy at the faceoff, has been struggling immensely. They addressed it. They said we need more help on the wings, more help from the other guys coming in helping them, so it's not just 1v1 and Sisselberger getting cooked. They're going to make those adjustments in this game tonight. And I'll tell you right now, Mac O'Keefe is going to go out there and go nuclear tonight. I can already see it. Against that Atlas defense, oh, I want my coins on Mac O'Keefe. And a Utah Archers bounce-back game coming off their worst loss maybe in team history last week with that 8-0 run to close it out. Favorite play of the night, late night lacrosse, 11:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Be there or be fucking square. I'll be there making coins. Utah Archers on the ML.
That one might be tickling jam, Krabs.
Dude, favorite play of the weekend by far.
That
And it's at
one's
11:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, Jovan. You couldn't ask for a better fucking time. Friday night, grab a beverage or two, kick the feet up, and enjoy the fucking show. Are you kidding me?
Pac-12 after
Late
dark
night
vibes.
lacrosse? Oh. Pac-12 after dark vibes. Yes. I'm so excited for some late night lacrosse tonight. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Sure.
Awesome.
So in.
Ron, can I get a cosign? Can I get a cosign in the chat, Ron, please? Are your Archers winning today?
Late
Let me know.
night Archers.
We got Peyton coming in resubbing. Hell yeah, Peyton. You're him. Appreciate you. Ron loves
Don't
the
forget,
call.
it is also
Oh,
the New York team coming cross country.
sure. Can't sleep on that.
Yeah.
Fat, happy, complacent spot as well.
Yeah.
Their goalie, the Great Wall, coming off the greatest game of all time. Jovan, I witnessed it.
Literally.
Oh my
literally
God.
Greatest game of all time, dude. He was
Oh my
unbelievable.
God. He said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it myself. He was yelling at his team the entire game, being a freak. He was taking balls off the sack. He was taking balls off the arms, the legs. He was getting destroyed. And every time he would get hit, he would just scream and put his head up like a fucking freak. He was dialed. He left it all out there on the field in the 100-degree heat. We have to fade him after that game. We have to. Because he's going across the country fat, happy, complacent. I'll say it. Liam Mentinen, good fucking luck tonight, buddy. You're about to learn Mac O'Keefe.
Mac O'Keefe. Maybe finally starts
smoking that
putting some in the
O'Keefe
net
pack
tonight,
tonight, bro.
man.
Smoking that O'Keefe pack.
Need that. And you can smoke that O'Keefe pack after we smoke on Mick Abel. So that's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
You know,
Richie, he literally took one off the sack last game.
He did take one off
Continue,
the
Javon.
sack. Busting.
Yep.
Phillies. If there was a shocking, I guess, tie for worst offensive performance, I guess you could say by the numbers, this was worse than I think, or no, they scored 1-2. Tie with worse of the Royals over the past series of the weekend. There are a lot of shutouts across baseball, but the entire series of the Phillies and Astros had 6 runs, and the Phillies only contributed one of those. And the Braves are coming off of a game where we faded them yesterday. They bageled against partially Griffin Canning and then some spot starts, spot appearances out of the bullpen. Still couldn't get anything together, and they got bageled. So now I'm staring at a 9 total. I'm staring at crazy steam towards the Braves and starting to actually see some 9.5s pop up right now. I'll tell you where it all starts. It all starts with Mick Abel, especially because when he faces these teams, because he essentially has like 2 pitches. That's his problem. Like, I don't fade him because the stuff's not there. I don't fade him because he's a dog shit pitcher. I fade him because his approach is very predictable. Which is why when he gives up, I guess, contact, all of it's hard because like it's either he's throwing a fastball in there or he's avoiding guys and the breaking stuff is not very competitive. So it's like the sequencing and the fact that he doesn't have like a real third pitch and beyond that to go to, that hurts him a lot. So the home runs are going to be an issue when you face a lineup that has Acuna, Olsen, Riley, God knows who else. I know they haven't been incredible as of this year, but when you give them an approach like this against a pitcher, you best believe the chop house is going to be hit a time or two. And I think it does. So like, I think that's partially why the steam is, you're looking at Braves almost minus 180 now. Yeah, first on that, but Mick Abel, like all of his lines are progressively getting lower through each start. You can't afford to let him go very long anymore. Like his outs line on the books is only 14.5. Like he's gone 3 and 4 innings in a bunch of his starts. And it's because like he's getting into pitch count troubles where he's walking guys and guys are starting to hit him up the second time they see him. So like now that you have that, like you're either going to get a Joe Ross piggyback or just extended run for the bullpen like they've been doing. That's not good news. Like I think the Braves splooged today, and I know there's some weird stuff up that probably scares you about Bryce Elder, but I really don't care. He's just god awful, and I guess it makes a little more sense coming off of that series where the Phillies literally got shut out twice and then scored a singular run yesterday. So I'm hoping they can bounce back, and I think they do, even if it has to come off the bullpen at some point. But the Braves need to carry and get me 6 or 7 or 10. I think they can do that.
Okay. They might need to. I like this play. You know what concerns me about this play?
I know.
I'm still down to fade those squares, okay? Because he is that bad. Bryce Elder, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm in.
He's
I'm in.
bad.
Am I a hair worried? Is that my only hesitancy here with this play? Yeah, it is.
I think
it is.
I would be a lot more worried about it if the Phillies literally just didn't score 1 run in 3 games.
Yep. Good points.
That's what you were mentioning the over as I was staring at it in the call earlier, and I just didn't want to complicate it too much, especially like the more that I looked at the lines for the games. Like usually I would just sack up and take a team total, but it's juicier than even normal. And we talk about how it's a home team, so they usually do it the other way and bake it in the fact that you're not, if they win, assuming that they're the favorite like they are today, you're not going to get 9 at bats. You're going to get 8. It's usually baked in. You get a little cheaper of a price for that. It's the opposite today, where like I'm seeing minus 150 for them to drop 5, which is odd.
Chat's talking about Michael Harris, shortest odds he's been all year, plus 400. Please tell me you've seen those squares.
Oh, I've seen the squares. A lot of Braves look incredibly odd.
Oh,
I think you can damn near take your pick today, especially with like Mick Abel. It's somewhat tough to pick the guys that are going to do it, even though I'm going to try and do it. But you can make an argument for a lot of guys because it really just comes down to running into one when he throws a couple out of the zone, then he's forced to come at you with a fastball that sits middle.
Can I ask you a question? Since you're smarter than me, why the hell does he have a 1.5 hits, runs, RBI square, Michael Harris, and a 3.5 fantasy score? Shouldn't his fantasy score be significantly higher if he has a 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs normal square?
I mean, it could. A lot of the guys will be down there with that stuff. I mean, it's could be the same square in theory.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but if he gets 2 singles, that's the least he can do to cash that hit, run, RBI, right? If he gets 2 singles,
well, you could get like 2 runs,
2
any
runs.
combination of 2 runs and RBIs, and that's 4. That would be the lowest. Obviously, like, don't ever take a hit, run, RBI if the fantasy score is at that number, but it's not completely uncommon.
Okay, it's not as weird as I'm thinking.
Yeah,
because guys could get a run and an RBI, and that happens honestly more often than you'd think. And that's 4 right there. I was thinking more like 6 points for 2 singles. I mean, sure, the odds of him getting a single and an RBI are probably greater than him just getting a run and an RBI. But I see what you're saying. It's certainly possible. It's not as weird as I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible. But I mean, the walk, obviously with Mick Abel too, the walks are a thing. So that's possible too. Walk and score in your green.
Okay.
But
I will be taking that Michael Harris more than 3.5 fantasy score. I would love for you to join me.
Yeah, tap in.
Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Love these straight bets, chat. What do you guys think about these plays? We dialed in on a Friday or what? I think we might be. All right. Let's look at some prize pick squares. Speaking of squares, Sade, you're him, bro. Appreciate the vibes. You've been a goat for weeks.
Let's go, Sade.
Sade, you let us know if you need anything, Sade. If you need any plays in any games, you're good on any games, you let us know how we can help you out, man. We appreciate you. Okay? Jovan, I'm sorry. I can't resist. I can't resist. I can't. It has to be Sagano. It has to be Goots. I'm sorry. Especially after that Jackson Holiday parking lot talk. Come on. Now we got to pause. Okay?
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I know I have to make you tail fade in your team. I'm sorry. But it has to be done. Sugano on Apple TV. Lights are bright. Sugano shoves. He's got ice in his fucking veins. Nobody talks about it. Nobody gives a hoot. He does. And seed him up for a minus 120 under on the books for the same play. Kind of weird to me, considering he's been getting mucked up, considering he's going against one of the hottest teams in baseball. I know the offense has cooled off a hair that last series. Could be a perfect time to maybe sell a little high on the Rays offense and back Sugano to go out there and do his fucking job. Love this square. One of the nastiest squares in this category. I know there's a lot up there today. Happy to talk about the others, but this one was sticking out to me. In a game I like the under in. Still thinking about taking it. Total's dropping. And we know how the Apple TV games go these days in the Big 2-5. Under central, typically. Not always, but more unders than overs so far this season. I think we get an under here. I think we get Sugano to go out there and pitch okay.
It's really bad out of you, Krabs. Really, really bad.
I know. Waste of time.
Really bad.
Waste of time.
No, in all seriousness, though, I've moved on from this series already. I've moved on.
I was wondering why you weren't shit talking Goots.
Rays are air, man. Rays are so winning the series.
Regardless of what happens this game, because we have tomorrow, we get to face Zach Eflin after we just destroyed him a week ago when he pitched in his last start, and then Taj Bradley's coming off of a no-hit bid against the Royals on Sunday.
What happened last time he pitched against the Royals? Taj Bradley.
Go ahead.
8 runs.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I can't believe we brought it up on the show last week about how if Taj Bradley doesn't have another good start, he's getting sent down the minors. And I literally looked you in the eyes, Jovan, and I said, well, you know what he's better do? He's better go out there and have the start of his fucking career and keep his job like he does every single year around this time. And he has a 2.5 earned run square up there. 2 words, chat. Gem.
Ma.
And we're out here
Literally
not making coins.
Literally ma.
I saw that from a mile away on binoculars, bro.
You can make coins by taking as more than 6.5 earned runs on Sunday.
Christ. The dude does it every year, man. I've never seen a guy keep his job better.
Yeah,
than him.
It's all-time zigzagging by Taj.
Oh, man. Pega, Krabs, I have a challenge. Impossible for you. Don't bet anything Orioles related until the All Star Game. See how that goes. Just a crazy idea. I don't know how anybody's telling me to do anything differently on Prize Picks or the books right now, but I do like taking the O's. I do. I think I should keep doing exactly what I'm doing right now, though. It's working out pretty well overall. I'm going to keep doing it. You're just lucky I didn't fucking take the O's first 5 today. I was thinking about it. I think we're all lucky I didn't put that on here. Just keep that off to the side. Okay? All right. Matt O'Keefe, he's ripping 6 on net. He's ripping 10 in the game. There's a difference, though, between shots and SOGs, just like in hockey, right? He's coming off of 6 SOGs, though, in that last game. He's had 2 games with 6 or more SOGs in his last 3. He's starting to heat up. Mac O'Keefe is going to be the guy. I guarantee before the game, coach goes up to him and says, Mac, you want to know why the team's struggling today or this season on offense? Mac's going to say, why? He's going to say, because of you. And Mac's going to go out there and rip fucking net so many times his arms might fall off. The lefty sharpshooter is going out there ripping the fucking net up tonight. In a game I love goals in, to be honest with you. I like goals in both. And I like Mac O'Keefe in a bounce back spot, the captain, the leader, to go out there and do fucking job and rip net. That's what he does. Give me more than 4 SOGs.
Certainly. I'm bad.
Matt Moore's hurt. That's massive, Ron. Yep. That's massive. The shot's got to go somewhere else. Give me the Ron cosign in the chat.
Need that.
Go look at your squares.
Sure. Pretty much ones we've already talked about in some form or some fashion. I think Logan Gilbert dominates today. Not a hot take because Logan Gilbert going against the Moose Shit Rangers offense, but we like the under. We like the Mariners to win the game, obviously, and I think his strikeout ceiling is pretty high too. I think still had 6 in that game. His return start, which again, I don't know why they would do this to him or why they would do this to a bunch of pitchers, it seems lately, but his first start back was in windy Chicago, which I think he gave up like 3 nukes and 4 runs, still had 6 strikeouts. But again, like a lot of that wasn't fully his fault. But now you get to a stadium where the runs are sucked out of it every single time. You get an offense too that like when they've had their better games, it's been largely against fastball pitchers lately. But Logan Gilbert, damn near all of his strikeouts come off of some type of off speed, whether it's the splitter, whether it's the curveball, whether it's the slider, which he uses a bunch. So I think he might get 10 strikeouts tonight. I think the ceiling is pretty high in that form. So love his strikeouts, and I love them to win in a low-scoring game, and I think he pitches incredibly well, so I'm taking his fantasy score.
Music to my ears.
Doing my best at trying to pick a Brave when it realistically could be the entire lineup against Muck Abel. I think Austin Riley is the one who I want to be the guy, partially because I guess what I try to do now with a lot of these pitchers that just give up a shit ton of hard contact, I want to bet on a guy who's been consistently hitting hard contact. And Austin Riley had like I don't want to say reverse unicorn because like by the distance it wasn't that, but he had one of those balls that everybody was talking about on Twitter last night, where it was like the launch angle, the exit velo, how the fuck did this not go out? Like all of the balls that have been hit like that have gone out in the entirety of the season. Somehow that didn't happen yesterday. And he's been destroying the baseball as of late too. Him and Matt Olson have been carrying a lot of hard hit balls. So I want Austin Riley, especially because I think he's the one that I trust the most to sit on partially in off speed, because I know he's going to see a lot of that from Muck Abel, because I don't think he wants to throw him fastballs. He's been pulling those in the air a ton. So I think that works for him potentially hitting the nuke.
Okay. In. Coming off of back-to-back bagels. Sign me up, dude.
Yeah.
Sure. In a game we love runs? Yeah. Austin Riley will be leading the way. And I don't even got to address that Logan Gilbert square. I fucking love it. Perfect.
Yeah,
Couple things from the chat here. Madul, I see you. CFL play the TI Cats. Tiger Cats. Tiger Cats, is it ML? Yep. ML plus 110. Ooh, they are plus 2.5 on the spread. You know, I'm a sucker for a plus 2.5 in football. Hopefully that goes the same for the CFL. Would love a mini breakdown of what's good with the Alouettes, what's good with the Tiger Cats, how are they playing recently? Is this bet nasty? Is it contrarian? Should they be getting 4.5 points, 5.5 points? Is it weird they were barely dogs? Should they be favorites? What's good with this game? Would love a mini sell job from you, Madul. Take your time. I'll be on the lookout. A couple other things. Ron, good to see you lurking in the chat, my man. You're actually him. We got Pega, pinned in chats. Krabs, are you 2 picks away from 10-0? How's it feel? Feels good, man. Feels good. I'm really hoping Trent fires up the surge stream so I can go on there and make it 9-0 today and 10-0 on Monday before the new month. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited to go on there today. Might pitch him that Utah Archers play, although TBD. I'll feel it out and trust gut when I get up there. But really, really excited to try to go 10-0 here for you guys on the surge stream. Okay. Dubs. Al's QB is out. Alouettes QB is out. They won the ship last year. QB1's not playing, Canadian Goots is saying. Okay. I Solitude, I appreciate you, bro. Let's stay dialed. Gosh, man. Is it weird that they're still favorites with their starting QB out? Or would this team be favorites against anybody because they're the defending champs? I guess that's the question that I have. Right? Because you could go both ways there. Curious to see what chat says. Tiger Cats, yes, they haven't won a game, but they're actually a good team overall. Okay, so they're 0-2, I'm assuming. I think I saw last night the teams have only played like 2 games. They're probably 0-2. Barely dogs against the defending champs. And they got no QB. Okay. All right. I'm in. Sade Whiteman saying any mini megs on the fine Friday.
I did hear. There's a slight mention from you. You're getting some vibes.
You're
slight
over.
Mention.
I did say. I said if that Elder Square wasn't up there, this would give me mini meg vibes. Still kind of does. And Elder might just be that bad. My baseball brain is tingling right now saying, Krabs, fucking chill out on the Elder Squares. He gets respect in half his starts and gives up 6 runs. He sucks. He sucks. And he was an all-star a couple years ago, so he randomly gets respect. He's a pitcher on a good team. He gets some respect on Prize Picks for some reason sometimes. And then you look like a fucking idiot backing him. He stinks. He's a bad pitcher. Fade him. That game does have mini meg vibes. Sure. Tiger Cats are better than you think. Bo Levi will muck tonight. He's their QB. Why have I heard of him?
Bo Levi Mitchell. Yeah, I know that name too.
Him?
I saw he had a 1.5 touchdown square up too, and I think he's only had 1 both the games so far.
Wow, Madul.
Could be Ma.
Sure. Okay. Would you look at that? Bo Levi Mitchell. Why do I know who that is, folks? Also, that Nick Arbuckle dude is a fucking beast. I know they play on Sunday. He's on Toronto. I watched that guy play a week or so ago. He was him. He was him. And yeah, Bo Levi Mitchell is up for 1.5 passing touchdowns. Why do I know who that is? I got to look it up. He's got fucking documentaries about him on YouTube.
He's been in
seasoned vet.
Been in the CFL for years, dude.
Yeah. Went to SMU, went to Eastern Washington. Okay. Cool. All right. Come on, Bo. What do you say, kid? I like it. All right. We've went over the squares. I did drop the Sharp Report 4-man link in the chat. I'll drop it again. There it is. Boom. All right. What else we got for today, boys?
Rest of the baseball slate potentials.
Pick it pros.
Pick it fucking.
Pick it pros. Need a vintage milkman rundown. I'm in. Jovan, man, why don't you lead the way? Talk about some of these MLB games we have not talked about yet. Would love to hear your opinion. I'll chime in.
Maybe do some skippage to Cincinnati.
Sure.
I'm getting really odd vibes about this game, Krabs.
Okay.
Really odd. Because
talk through it.
I mean, this is maybe close or tied for Twitter PODs today on C's, which I don't fully disagree with, I guess, at least on the strikeout route. But staring at a total that is continuing to teeter and maybe go up to 9.5, and you have C's, who everybody thinks is going to shove, and Nick Martinez, who is awful, but is coming off of 2 damn good starts where he's double bagel, 2.5 for a run square. Something to me is screaming that this game's going to have some runs, and maybe it comes on the back of the Reds, because I'm looking at the game too, and you got C's minus 130 in Cincy against the Reds, which is shocking to me, against Nick Martinez.
Yep.
So, I mean, if they're going to win this game, the Reds are going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be because Nick Martinez shoves, like we were talking about, but might be because the offense is getting fired up, especially after like a big emotional series like that against the Yankees. It always seems to follow when they have those series with just a classic Great American game where it's just madness throughout the whole series, and this might be that one. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Yeah, and at some point we got to have a combo about Mr. Cease.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, respectfully, a lot of people aren't watching, a lot of regular season baseball every night, at least not at the, amount that we are. And they haven't probably seen Dylan Cease and how much he's fell off a cliff. It's sad. It's sad. I'm still trying to figure out how. Because he's still pumping 97, 98. And they're hitting him up like it's nothing. The stuff looks the same. But they're getting to him. Maybe it's one of those things where, he's been doing the same thing for a while. And you give these hitters some time, they'll figure it out. Might take a couple years for a guy like Dylan Cease. But if you're not evolving or changing your game, you're not getting better. He's getting mucked up, Jovan.
Yeah,
might be time to have that combo.
Especially on the road. You got a 6.26 on the road.
Bad.
Which is really bad. And he's coming off a start against the Royals where he absolutely shoved. But as we've all found out in the last month, the Royals don't count. They are fucking moose. Any good starts against the Royals, the Rangers, the A's, and of course, the White Sox and the Rockies don't count for a struggling pitcher. It almost is worse because gets everybody to buy back into them before they play an actual team and have a real matchup.
I agree. If you look at Nick Martinez's charts, it makes it seem like he's coming off of 2 no-hitters.
Yeah, he was coming out of the pen. They need him to start now.
I know. I still love leaning into that angle.
Yeah.
Where it looks like
especially because
right?
Yeah, it's not like a square they're putting up by accident. They know he was only in for 3 innings. Now they're putting him up to get 3 runs.
Yep. Dude, I like runs in this game. I think it's that over. I think you're correct. I think you hit the nail on the head. Runs. The juice is flipped as well. Would not be surprised if the Reds carry the weight and win this game. I like him at plus chicken. I like the over better.
Yeah.
Runs. Vintage Great American Ballpark game. Great game.
Could be good. And the City Connects too, I assume, because they wear them every Friday.
Could be the difference. We got Nut coming in, dropping a follow in the Twitch. W Nut. Crazy name. W follow. Appreciate you, Beast.
No.
Okay? No. All right, what else you got?
Are we going to get a Goots POD on this Orioles game?
Dude, sack up. Get up here, man.
I don't know. It's just I'm still pissed at the fan from yesterday.
Goots, I have people in my DM saying, show this to Goots.
Yep.
The video.
I know. Somebody sent me that too.
The worst part is, dude, the guy was so lazy, he wouldn't even stand up and do it. He's doing it from his fucking seat.
And then the first yell, he was so insecure. He was like, oh, should I do this?
Shout out the guy who filmed him. Oh, what a loser. If that guy tries that again at Camden Yards, he's going to get his ass kicked. Not by me, but by the blue-collar people of Baltimore. He will get his ass kicked. Yeah, by Goots.
I will say about this game, last series, which was, a week ago, same matchup, Pepe Oit. We said O'Hearn. It was cake. Maybe today, it's All-Star O'Hearn.
Okay. Did he actually win the fan voting or?
Yeah, he's number 1 DH in the AL. Yeah.
There's not really many
fuck did they
DH
pull
options
that
out
off,
there.
man. I
He's batting
know.
311.
Oh, Goots, please. He deserves it every
Okay.
bit.
I thought you were tripping.
Every bit. No. Love me some Rhino Hearn. Talk about a Krabs guy. Are you kidding me?
Krabs guy.
Big
Dude
time
came from
Krabs
nothing.
guy.
He's been fucking grinding his ass off. He's the best hitter on the team. He gets no fucking love or respect.
Yep.
You kidding me? Love Rhino Hearn. I'm just
Just
trying
not-
to piece together how like James Wood isn't the starter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because there's like, I mean,
I
try to think
know,
off the top of
I
your head
know.
how many like actual DHs we have in the AL.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's like
Rafi
Jordan's
left, which helped.
yeah.
So,
Rafi's gone. Jordan's not playing. Like Stanton's not
You're right.
playing.
Yeah.
It's Ben Rice, who I think was second in the voting, and he
He
doesn't even
was.
play every day.
You're
Could
right.
be Andy, but
It's just,
you know,
I guess,
that's the
when the
conversation.
casual fans are looking at it, they're like, oh, there's no one else, and he's batting 300. So they just click his name.
Yeah.
Really annoying.
Yep.
Really annoying. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys follow me on Instagram? I'm trying to get some more followers on there. I'll drop the link in the chat. If you haven't yet, can you guys do me a favor and drop a follow? Does a casual fan even vote? Not really, Big Cheesy, but some of them must have.
No, they do.
I know he didn't have much
vote for
competition,
their
but
team.
I mean, O'Hearn's in there.
They vote
Right?
for the team.
Yeah, they do. OG Sour coming in resubbing. Hell yeah.
Don't you fucking?
Hell yeah. Krabs, how you feeling about the Nats tonight? Just take the over and move on, man. Just take the over tonight, move on. Okay? I wouldn't want to fade that Nats lineup after James Wood, CJ Abrams, snubbed. I wouldn't want to fade him. They're also piping hot right now.
I certainly wouldn't want to back Jose Soriano either.
No.
Coming off of gems.
Big Cheesy, you can make an argument, kind of a me guy move, asking you guys to follow me on Insta, but got to do what I got to do out here in these parts. You're right, though. You're not wrong. Kind of a me guy move. Still drop a follow, please. OG Sour, you're him. Peyton, you're him. Dave Martinez Burner, I've already gassed you up enough, but you're him. Sade Whiteman, I don't even got to tell you again, but I will. You guys are goated. Thank you for coming in here and dropping subbies. Okay?
Literally goated.
Can we get a stat check on Aaron Judge wearing the pendant? Did he play last night or no? Were they off last night?
No, they were off, weren't they?
Okay. So yeah, just so you guys know, I'm keeping track. He is 2 for 10, batting 200 since he broke out the gavel chain. Is that a captain? Is that a leader? Or is that a me guy? Looks like a me guy to me. 200. Oh. Crackadelic said, I told you I was going to donate subbies, but you sold 2 nights ago and you're Insta Live. Sorry, Crack. That's on me. That's on me. All right. Keep, actually, let me see these splits in the Nats game. Nobody wants the Nats. I mean, they're probably a pretty good look on the ML today, to be honest with you. And the Angels have been overperforming out the wazoo, but I think you're better off just taking the over, man. Jake Irvin against a bad team gives up runs. Jake Irvin against the Dodgers turns into prime fucking DeGrom. Okay, but tonight against the Angels on the road, probably gives up a couple. And Soriano is going to get mucked up. Sure. Runs. We got Sade coming in, giving out 5 more subbies. Sade, bro. You're him. You're him, dude. Yes. He does it again, folks. Sade, man. You are awesome. You're the guy. You're literally the guy. You're him. Let's fucking go. Sade, let me ask you, are you going to dabble in the PLL action tonight?
I need that.
Are you going to dabble? We do. We need you on the Archers tonight, Sade. I'll be honest. Thank you, Big Cheesy. Appreciate you. If you guys missed the Instagram link, I'll drop it again. Please, guys, do me a favor and just follow real quick. It cannot be easier. It cannot be easier. Okay? I'll drop the link here one more time. Let's keep moving and grooving. Okay? What else, Jovan? Take us to another game. Take command.
Pretty big game in Boston tonight, Krabs. See some chat and talk about it. Barrios and Bayo. Kind of like the Jays.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, probably not enough to play them, but I don't know. But the whole it looks more odd than I think it actually is. The Red Sox a favorite and sitting like almost minus 120 because there's a lot of history there between both those pitchers, but especially Barrios. I know the Red Sox are streaking recently, been really bad, but It's kind of where I think the Jays go in and just punch sack, to be honest with you. Kind of want to back them. I don't know that I'll fully get there, but I don't know. The Barrios fades have been out early and often today, and I just don't think the Red Sox are there right
now. I like a play in this game. It's not necessarily on the same wavelength, but it's not fading it. I like the first 5 over in this game. And look, maybe it's Red Sox tax. Maybe it's not the smartest, sharpest play because the total did open up at 9, and now I'm seeing a couple 8.5s, although the over is juicy. Maybe it's not the sharpest of plays, but I mean, Prize Picks board doesn't have a clearer picture of how a game goes on today's MLB slate than with these two starting pitchers. I just dug into it right now, looked at all the squares for both guys, Barrios and Bello, who both teams have seen a ton, by the way. Yeah. And if that's a way to square up and make some coins tonight, it is what it is, guys. It's baseball. You got to do that sometimes. You got to use baseball brain 50-50, okay, with the nasty brain. But I think Barrios gives up a couple runs. Go look at that run square. Jesus. Super weird. You can say the same thing about Bello. His fantasy score, his earned runs allowed square. It's a good old-fashioned first 5 over. Now, you're still taking it over in Fenway. It is square, but I don't really care. I like runs.
Yeah, I'm in. Certainly in.
Is Vladdy up and moving, or?
They said he was most likely going to be in the lineup, yeah. I didn't think he was hurt like Jose. Jose just got announced that he's not playing today, which I kind of like, but.
Oh, yeah, we're fading him.
We're fading. Yeah. Fading the guards. Fading the guards.
Wow, and the line moved 10 cents already.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Does.
But definitely down for Bear to give up some runs. He's like, not that the Jays are super lefty heavy, but he hasn't faced a lot of lineups with lefties in him recently. He's dog meat against lefties. They probably have, I guess, lefties that pack more of a punch than the last 2 starts that he's had. Kind of in. Get Barger Bonds active. Somebody over there. Depending on who plays. Well, he's righty, but I like him too.
I know, but he's literally goated right now.
He's seeing him. Absolutely seeing him. They have a crazy, even though he's just a horrible ball player, but crazy Andres Jimenez square I saw up there, which would be interesting.
Let's go Flatwoods. Flatwoods is fucking dollar in the chat, tailing the Archers and the Mariners. Yeah.
Go
I think if there's 2 plays you're tailing, those are probably the 2 you're starting with. Okay. Madul, love to see you lurking in the chat. Love seeing you grinding, dropping some nugs in the chat. I'm officially bought in on Madul's POD for tonight. So I'll be tailing it. I'm taking the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Should I take the plus 2.5 or should I take the ML? Because I don't mind laying minus 110 for a plus 2.5. Madul, you
take
tell
the
me.
Plus 2.5 because there's a lot more ways to end up within 2 points in the CFL than the NFL.
Kind of what I was thinking, dude. Yes.
Probably won't matter, but there's a lot more ways.
I kind of want to take the plus 2.5. Madul, is that okay? I got no qualms laying minus 110 instead of the plus 110 ML. I'll take those 2.5 points and I'll run. But this is what sold me here officially. Let me find the stat here because I lost it. But I think I saw the Alouettes have won 7 straight games against the Tiger Cats. I'm scrolling through the chat right now. Yep, 7 straight games against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Oh, talk about do. This looks like a prime, nasty NFL crabby spot, plus 2.5. Winless team against the best team in the league. Sure, there's no QB. I'm in. Whoa! Couple things here. We got Flatwoods fella paying his subby to another person, to Madul. That's a fucking anti-me guy move. That's a team player move there by Flatwoods fella. Clap it up. Clap it up. Hell yeah, Flatwoods. Way to pay that subby forwards. And we got a 10-unit sub whale from the Swoller Bear. Sure. Let's fucking go, Swoller Bear. Let's go, Jovan. Let's go, dudes.
Massive.
Hell yeah, boys. How about 10 subbies? Fuck yeah. We got Chief Tane coming in, giving out 5-month subby. Let's fucking go, Chief Tane. Atta boy.
Let's go. Get them all out before Surge.
Let's go. Yeah. Keep splooging these puppies. Trent's going to get pissed. Let's fucking go. Get those subbies up, folks. You guys are goated. Let's have a Friday. I know it's payday for some of you guys. It's showing. Let's make some coins. Let's stay hot on the squad ride. We're about to craft up that puppy here in a moment. Let's cash all of our bets in the PLL tonight. Let's cash our bets on the diamond. Let's smack a prize picks lineup. Why not us? Why not us? Chief Tane, bro, you're goated. Swoller Bear, you're him. 10 subbies. Flatwoods Fella, you're fucking goated. Sade Whiteman, you're the guy. You're literally the guy. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Can confirm Trent is doing the third stream today. Can we clap that up?
Yeah, super rare. Make sure you get in there because you might not get another one for a month.
Well, he better fire it up on Monday because I'm trying to go 10-0.
Oh, yeah, true.
Come on. Come on. Let's fucking go. Ran dope. Every time I gas up the squad ride, it loses. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's 10-6 in June. I'm not going to say it's 2 games over 500 now for the year when we were struggling immensely earlier on. I'm not going to say it this time because when I do in the past, it's hurt us. So today I'm going to try a different angle here, Jovan, and I'm not going to gas up the squad ride that's 10-6 this month. We're just going to be blue collar, head down, blinders on, and we're going to craft up another winner. Does that sound good?
Thank you, Krabs. Thank you, Krabs.
Yes.
Hashtag bigger than the game.
Sure. All right. Gootsy, it's about that time. I wouldn't mind spending an extra minute or two on this squad ride, crafting up a winner. Jovan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Goots, run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. That man Cran coming in, subbing. Let's fucking go. Cran, team player, glue guy. This is how we win. Be more like that man Cran, chat. Come on. A lot of home dogs today. A lot of home dogs today, that man Cran's saying. He says, who? Jovan, real quick, if you could take one home dog today, who are you taking on the Diamonds?
One home dog.
I would go with the Orioles, as crazy as it is, but I'm not going to bet it because I'm following my rules. But I do think they win.
I would say the Reds.
Okay, there you go. Those and the Reds. I'll be honest, I kind of like some favorites on the Diamond today.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was looking through and I was like, oh, I guess I like a lot more favorites than usual.
Yep.
And the dogs I like for the most part are on the road.
And that's okay. Hey, Krabs / Jovan, you think winning 60% is good? That's better than professional numbers, Pip. Pros go 55% plus, and they're happy.
60%
they're making coins.
Is great.
60% is really good. Really good, Pip. Okay? All right, boys. Let's lock the fuck in. We got 4 minutes left. I want to cash the squad ride tonight. Okay? What are you geeking out over there?
Geeking at the YouTube chat from Leo Z. Sadie's such a big guy. All these subs.
Could make an argument. Me guy move dropping those subbies. You're not going to hear that from me. You're not going to hear that from me. KO player squad ride time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's start out with TJ Mixer's question then. Jovan, what's your favorite play today, bro?
Might be our Mariners collab.
Ooh. Might
be. I'd be lying if I said the gym wasn't tickled, like it always is, by a Mikey Over fade.
Okay. Why don't we put both this plays in here, huh?
I'm in.
Can I get a consensus on what that total is at right now in the Braves and Phillies game?
Let me see here. I think I'm seeing some more 9.5s for plus chick.
Yep. And unlike most in this community, we are men of the people. We aren't scamming. We aren't fucking lying. We aren't cheating. So if that's the consensus, we're going to roll with that. Okay? Yep. When in doubt, Ty goes to the bump it up and give us a worse number because that's what most people are going to be locking in. We're not out here to cheat you guys. Okay? We're not out here to fucking rip you guys off. We're here to win together. Got to do it with honesty. Okay? A lot of people can take notes on that. All right? Let's go with that over 9.5. W transparency on the bump up there. Love it. Love it. The gambling gods love that too, knock on wood. They do.
They do.
They like transparency. Okay? Dubs. Let's fucking go, chat. Krabs, chat is 100% on squad ride. When we vote and the win is chat victory. When we lose, it's you two losing. That's okay, Pega. That's what we signed up for. That's okay. Happy to take the blame for losing squad rides and happy to give you guys the credit when you pick the right thing. That's our job. That's our job. Okay? And we have the best job ever. You're not going to hear me bitching about that. All right? We got to put the fucking Archers in here too, Jovan, respectfully.
Yeah, they're winning. So down to put the Archers in.
I think we go those 3 plays. I think we go Mariners ML.
I like those 3.
We go over in the Phillies and the Braves game. and we go the Utah Archers coming off of the most demoralizing, worst loss in maybe team history on the
Can't
ML.
let that get swept.
No, that's what I'm voting for. Late night lacrosse, 11:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus tonight. What more could you ask for on a Friday night, folks, than some late night lax?
Is that the late game or the early one?
That's the late game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be goated. Midnight
Dude,
squad rides.
Are you kidding me? Run that shit, Gootsy. I'm voting for the midnight squad ride. 3 plays, 3 winners. Mariners ML, great play. Phillies Braves over 9.5, great play. Archers ML at midnight? Are you kidding me? Midnight. You're coming back from the bar. You're kicking your feet up. You're a little drunk. You're a little tipsy. You grab a cold Mick Ultra out of the fridge. You kick the feet up. You put on ESPN Plus, and you make coins at midnight. What more could you want? I don't even know. It doesn't get better than that, folks. It doesn't. 3 plays, 3 winners. Okay? Get involved. 3 plays, 3 winners. Mariners ML, Phillies Braves over 9.5, and the Archers on the money line. 3 plays, 3 winners.
And TJ Mixer in chat. We might fire up, or I might fire it up. Spaces tomorrow.
Ooh.
Could be in on that. Especially if we see some squad red green tonight. That could be the difference.
Come on now. Get those votes in chat. Vote, 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 vote. Get those votes up. Get those votes up. W. Weston in the YouTube. That's why I will always love Krabs and Jovan. Hashtag transparency. Hashtag honesty.
W. Weston.
That's what we're about over here. Okay? And hashtag attitude. Those are 3 things I know. Had to sneak that one in there. 3 plays, 3 winners, chat. Get those votes in. I will say, whenever we've had the same play, and that gets voted for the squad ride, it never fucking hits for some reason. It's like we're cursed with that.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's gone much better recently, though. I will say.
Has it gotten a little bit better?
A lot better. I think the last couple have gone pretty well.
I certainly wouldn't mind the Mariners.
Hoping that if it gets selected, it continues that trend.
I prefer the Archers on the ML late night lax. What more could you fucking want on a Friday night? Are you kidding me? Come on, chat. Get those votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Get those votes in. Get those votes in. And Goots.
Okay.
And Goots.
Late night Archers. PLL got it.
2 words, chat. Late night Archers. Sack up. Get involved. If you have not bet this league yet, tonight is the night. Your life changes forever. Let's not forget, I'm 80% on PLL plays this season. 80%. Let's have a fucking night. Let's cash this puppy at midnight. Come on, chat. 12-3 on PLL plays this year. What more do I got to fucking do? Backflips and cartwheels? I can't. I'm too big. I'll get hurt. Okay? Archers on the ML. I'll meet you guys at the cash counter when the game wraps up at 1 a.m. tonight on ESPN Plus on a Friday night. The vibes are immaculate. The vibes are immaculate. Let's fucking go, Jovan. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's have a night. Great week at BTL. Let's finish strong. Stick around for the surge stream. W. Trent, W. Goots, W. Jovan, W. Bookit, WTMA earlier today. Let's have a fucking weekend, folks. Why not us?
Why not
us? All right?